Um, so this is the weekly online session for my mechanical engineering course 1005 and 1006. I think I actually got a 1006 student this semester too. Cool. Anyway, so what I was going to do is I'm going to model a couple of the parts in the textbook that are not assigned. Um, I know that's kind of cheap, and maybe if you're really nice and ask real nicely, maybe it's a design model. One of them is assigned. Um, okay, so anyway, I'm going to start with. Oh, and I'll tell you right now, this is going to take a long time because my SolidWorks is really slow on this laptop. I was going to bring my office computer home and use that, but I forgot that today was Thursday, so I left it at the office. Um, so next week I'll either have my desktop up to speed with an upgraded to Windows 10 and SolidWorks installed on it, or I'll bring my office computer home. Because you'll see here why I'm talking about that. So anyway, so I'm going to model first off here. I'm going to do exercise 1.2 called the cover plate. And I'll give you a warning right now. I am not going to do it the way the book does it. I'm just going to pull dimensions and shape off the book and pretty much design model the way that I do it in real life. So anyway, I opened up a new part. I had this done before I started the video, and then I got thinking, hey, I ought to record this so everybody can see it. Um, oh, SolidWorks. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I blanked out there. So anyway, I clicked on the front plane. That's where I'm going to start my sketch. Um, SolidWorks, first thing you have to do is determine where you're going to sketch your feature. And it has to be on a flat surface. And so I'm going to do an extrusion, and we're going to make the outside diameter of the pipe. Oh man, I live with pipes day in and day out. So if I say pipe, that just means something round. So I come up here and pull the circle uh, feature, and I'm just going to draw me a circle, and then I'm going to pull up the. I'm going to have to close that thing because that's going to drive me nuts. Um, so if you're emailing me, sorry, I had to turn it off. It was driving me batty, and that's a very short trip, I tell you. Okay, so um, we're going to put a dimension on here of 8.5 inches, 8.50 inches. I said 8.5. What are you, some kind of moron? Why aren't you working? Oh, because the numblocks wasn't on. Ah, that'll do it. 8.5. There we go. Pink. Okay. So, and then how thick is this thing? Anybody know? Looks like blind condition 1/2 inch. So there's our circle. Then we come up here and close the sketch, and that'll pop up the dialog box it'll bring up the dialog box to determine how thick we're going to make this thing. We're going blind. Personally, in my world, I would do a mid plane because I like keeping things symmetric about the plane. So when you try to make this into an assembly and you want the center of that aligned with the center of something else, you don't have to do a measured offset. You can just make the planes and it'll be centered. That's what I do. So that's what I'm going to do. And you'll notice that it extended a 1/4 inch each way of the sketch plane. And so there's our disc. Um, you'll have to forgive me as I try and find all the buttons because this is set up different than my office computer. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we got these little cutouts. And do they go all the way through or just, it looks like they're just recessed in one side. Okay, that's cool. So we're going to select the surface, flat surface. We'll pick this one here. And we're going to go to features and do a cut. Now, okay, so we got to, okay, so one thing I like using, I mean, you keep coming up here to get these things, but I like the mouse gestures, which is we're in the the sketch mode. So if you hold the right mouse button down and push your mouse, it pulls up this wheel of commands. Okay, it defaults to 4. I've set mine up to hold 12, which is the maximum it'll hold. Then you just slide across to the man you want. I want a circle, so I come across here. Now I've got a circle. So I'm going to do the inside circle of the thing and then another one for the outside circle. Boom. And there we go. And then I'm going to do the mouse gesture again, pick the drawing, and we'll take this one all the way across. And then another one that comes up here. What we're doing is we're going to model one section of the cutout. Okay, and then mouse gesture to get our measure tool. Yeah, go all the way around. Go around. There's the dimension. I didn't put you there. Come on, come on. You can come out. Come on. There you go. I knew you could do it. And the inner radius has a diameter of 3.5, and the outer one has a dimension of 8.5. How can that be? Oh, that 8.5 is wrong. What is the diameter? Oh, it's 10 inches. Ah, you're an idiot. Oh, thank you for your kind words. You are so generous today. We'll go ahead and set that at the 8.5. And then we're going to hit escape to get out of the measure tool. We're going to slowly move that over there. And then we're going to do our mesh gesture and come get our trim tool and trim away all the pieces that we don't want. Chink, chink. And we're left with just our little slice of heaven. And, well, oh, I did that so fast you didn't see it. I'm doing the mouse gesture again to bring my measure tool. Not measure, my dimensioning tool. And this has an angular 22.5 degrees. Okay, and so we're still blue. Blue means that it's not fully defined. I want all of your sketches fully defined. The black ones, it means it's fully defined, but the blue says I can take that and pull it wherever I want. Well, I shouldn't do that. That should go through the center of the part. And if you don't like your leaders the way they are, you can come over here, and I'm going to change this if it'll flip to an outside. There you are. Maybe I'm not. Maybe if I had a SolidWorks that didn't take 20 minutes to do every act. Well, we got it down to a radius. I want an outside diameter dimension. Oh, well, that's close enough. So I'm going to grab this line and control select the center of the origin. Maybe. There we go. And this window popped up, and I'm going to make them coincident. And I'm going to make them coincident. There we go. So that means that that line now goes through the center of the part. Now it's black. And then this one here is blue, because when we trimmed it, it lost its connection to the origin too. So we'll do the same thing. We'll click the center of the part and this line, and this window pops up. It should have popped up last time too, but it's not. Where's my? It's only picked up the 1 point. Come on, come on, you can do it. Yeah, I gotta fix this. I can't teach a class like this. There we go. And then we'll make that one coincident. And poof, everything is black. And then how deep do we cut those? I'm guessing probably 1/4 inch, because I'm going to cut this and then go fix the OD on it. Yeah, it's 1/4 inch. So I'm going to close this sketch, which will open up the dialog box for the cut. And we're going to go down 250 thousandths and cut it. Okay, and so there's our cutout. That ain't right. Something's not right, because that's not half the depth of that thing. Okay, so I'm going to double click the outside diameter here, which brings up all the dimensions for that feature. And then we're going to wait, and we're going to double click on the diameter here, and not that one, this one, and change it to 10. And then I'm guessing this just went down to, come on, come on. I promise you next week it won't be this slow. What? Don't give me that. You're supposed to be a 1/4 inch. And if you're right at a 1/4 inch, then that means the other one didn't come in at 50,500 the way it's supposed to. That says 500. How can that be 500 and this be 250 when it's not halfway through the part? That don't add up, Lucy. So we're going to collect that side and this side and see what it measures. It says distance, 1/2 inch. And we're going to control select those two surfaces. And it says 125. Why is it 125? That ain't what I told it to do. I wonder if it was on mid-plane. So I just come in here and I'm going to select the edit. Yep, it was on mid-plane. Need to be on blind. Okay, but we're missing a few patterns there. So let's bring that up and we'll click this black arrow over here. Click this black arrow, right mouse click on the sketch 2, go to edit sketch, and we're going to select all 4 of the edges of our sketch. Maybe. Oh, I had them and then I lost them. Yeah, okay. Don't be so impatient. There we go. Okay, so we're going to select all of those and we're going to come up here to this guy here and go down to a circular sketch pattern. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to change this to 8. Ka-ching. And so there's 8 of them. And they're all black, so that means they're fully confined. And we close our sketch window. And did that go back to a blind again? Shouldn't have. Oh, this is maddening. No, it's still the same size. Okay. So, so now we got to do a cutout in the middle and on the edges. So let's do the little dog bone cutout in the middle. So we're going to pull up the front face here. Again, we're going to click on the center here. Come on. I know you can. There we go. And we're going to do a cut. Now, they did this in 2 steps. I guess we could do it in 1 or 2. It's your choice. I'll do it in 2 just because. Don't crash on me. Ooh, hey, I got somebody else that joined us. Hi, welcome. That's why it's going so slow. It's because there's so many people watching me. No, it's not. I know. I'm just teasing. Don't get mad. Okay, we're going to do a cut. And again, we're going to pull up. Oh, okay. This time I'm going to start with this. Now, this is how I do it. The book doesn't tell you to do it this way, but it's how I do it. So I'm going to do a straight line. I'm going to come right through the origin. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Maybe. I'll give you a nickel. There you go. I'll give you a nickel. So I'm going to grab the origin. I'm going to grab this line. I wonder if it'd be quicker if we did this view. Nope, still the same. So we're going to go to a midpoint relationship there. Maybe I broke it by going to that view. Anybody bring some cards? We could play Pinochle while we're watching this. Ah, I bet 52. Hello. Okay, so we got our midpoint, and then I also want to make it a construction line. A construction line. That means that you get a check mark right there. Okay, going to this wireframe view did not help at all, so I'm going to go back to solid. Ooh, hey, my phone's vibrating. Is it important? It can't be important. Actually, I could go out and read War and Peace while we're doing this. Okay, I'm going to go back to the solid view because this just got slower. Okay, this is what I get for trying to be nice and show you guys something. Okay, let's go to shaded edges. Will that work? And we want for construction. Well, yeah, if I had to do this all day in my office, man, they'd be putting me in a room with rubber walls. Ooh, I read somewhere the last week or so that you can burn 150 calories an hour by banging your head against the wall. Yeah, I think I've lost probably 20, 30,000 calories over the last few days. Okay, we got to get back into the sketch. Come on, sketch, 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 sketch. Okay, we're going to do a couple circles. Maybe we're going to do a couple circles. And I'm going to put a circle on that dot and a circle on this dot. And then now I want a line. I'm going to run a line from there. Not tangent, you kumquat. You know, if I wanted a line tangent there, it wouldn't give it to me. This is embarrassing. Okay, give me a line. And we'll go straight across and another one down here. Okay, where'd my other line go? Ah, quit doing that. Close, close. There we go. And now we're going to trim away what we don't want. And I don't want it to trim my construction lines. That means I can go across the construction lines and it won't do anything. But if I go across sketch lines, it cuts them away. Okay, so now we want to do a couple of things here. We're going to select all three of those lines. Maybe that wasn't a smart way to do that with this setup. Um, but if you draw a square your bottom right to top left, it'll select everything. And there you go, everything it crosses. And I'm going to make those symmetric. And then I'm going to select this circle and control select this circle and make them equal. I said equal. Equal. There we go. Okay, and so now we'll dimension. Uh, the diameter of that is 375. Wow, that did radius, not diameter. And then this has 200. Oh wow, I was really close on that one. Yay! And then The overall length of center to center is 1.5 inches. Poof, and it turned them all black. How cool is that? Say, wow, that is totally tubular, dude. Okay, so that's everything. Everything's black, nice and solid, and fully defined. Maybe when I process this video, I could put like a 1.75 speed on it and speed it up. Anyway, we're going to do a through all because we want to cut all the way through the part. And there we go. There's our notches. Let's do with the edge so we can see things. And then the last thing we got to do is our little cutouts on the outside edge. And so this one will be easy to do. Are we in the sketch mode? So we want circles. Oh, no, we're not in the sketch mode. Yeah, we are sketch mode. Why didn't it give me my... Oh, maybe I'm not in the sketch mode. I want to go to features. I don't know where I am. I'm 5 steps ahead of my computer. Hello? Is there anybody out there? Well, if you can hear me, is there anyone at home? Relax. Yeah, it's the basic facts. Okay, so we're going to select this surface. Go to features, 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 go to features. Somebody hit it and stuck. There we go, and do a cut. And now we have our, and so we're going to see that little dot pop up right there. If we select on top of that pot, it should snap to the center point of that pot dot and to that one and to that one and to that one. And then in normal circumstances, I would zoom out a little bit. I don't know if this is going to zoom for me. And I'm just going to draw a box over the whole thing that'll select all of those and put them all equal. And pull up a dimension tool, and give this a diameter of 750. Okay, so they're blue. That means they didn't attach to the points. They're on the circle, but they're not attached to that center point. So we're going to select the center point of that. Maybe you can give me a center point. There we go. And the origin. And tell it that those are vertical. And it should go blue, black, go black. There we go. I wonder if it'd be easier if we were on the back side. Oh, that was a mistake. Don't do that. I did that. Oh, here we go. Let's push this button. Then it doesn't have to retrace all those silly cutouts. Okay, we got that corner, that dot, and make those horizontal. It went black. This dot, make those vertical. This dot. I don't know. Maybe with it being so slow, it gives it time for you guys to see what I'm actually doing, and I don't just fly right through this thing and leave you saying, "What? How did he do that?" No. And besides that, it's in my nature to complain and whine. Oh, hey, we got somebody else showing up. Good morning. So now everything is fully defined, and we'll close our sketch. And hello, we close the sketch. We close the sketch, and we want to do a through all and cut. And there we have problem part number from, what is it, 1.2? And now, you know, we can come up here and edit material, and we can we will make this one out of mahogany. So, any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Did you learn anything, or other than that I'm an idiot?
No, no, I did quite a bit.
Okay, cool. That's always good when people learn stuff. Okay, do you want me to try another one, or have you had enough of my blathering and complaining about the slow software?
Um, I don't know. That's up to you
I mean,
as
I
far
could
as that goes.
do, I kind of like to do the other one, um, the machine handle, because we can do that with a revolve feature. Um,
Yeah, that sounds good to me. You
I mean,
can do the one with the
it's
handle.
basically just one feature. So let's go ahead. I mean, we've only been 27 minutes to design that. Wow, that is sad. It won't be like that next week, I promise. Even if I come home with forget my computer, I will go back and uh, get it, because I only live 10 minutes away from my office. Where am I? Right here. Um, I haven't even started the spring. Okay, well, let's just put it in a new folder for right now. And what was this thing called? It's called a nightmare cover plate. Okay, so we're going to start fresh here, and we are now going to work on problem um, 1.4, machine handle. So we're going to start a new part. I know the textbook told you to do some layouts. Um, if you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not going to dock you if you didn't do it. Um, and this one in inches or millimetrics. This one is in millimetrics. So I'm just going to come down here and change me over to millimetrics. Um, and it's all that hard. Rather than loading in a new template, I mean, you can just come down here and change your units. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to start on the front plate again. I always, for some reason, well, yeah, I do have a preference that my parts are built from the front plane out, so that when I bring them into my Gibbs program for writing programs to put them on the machine, it's already oriented in the correct position, so that I don't have to twist it around and put it in right. So I just got in the habit of starting everything off of the front plane. There is nothing saying you can't do it some other way. Okay, so front plane, we're going to come up here and pick the revolve feature. And we're going to start with by putting in our axis of symmetry. And I'm going to drop big and long, just so that when I draw my part, it um, doesn't, let's see, center line. I guess it really doesn't matter. So, but we'll put the end of the part here, and it comes down and it does a chamfer, and then it does this, and then it comes around and comes down to a flat, and it comes over here somewhere, there, there. Okay, that's what the part looks like, right? No, that's supposed to be round. I know, I'm getting to it. There we go. Now it's round. Um, I always like to start with a full circle. That's all personal preference. You can do an arc. Sometimes I don't do the arcs because you got to be perfect on everything. And, to me, for me, because I'm such an idiot, I have to do extra steps to get everything where I can just do it like that. Boom, I'm done. Okay, there we go. It's all done. That was quick. What's next? Oh, wait, let's dimension. Okay, so let's throw a dimension on here of 15. And okay, and so, okay, let's do this linear dimension here of 20. Once from here to here is 95. And oh, that goes all the way down. That's just the dirt on my paper. Sheesh. Okay, so that means we got to delete that. Yes, I know. And bring that down here and bring this. Whoa, dude, get back where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be horizontal. Poof. And I want you and you to be coincident. Don't give me that. I'm the teacher. I can do whatever I want. Okay. Uh, so, did you have any questions on what I just did there? It just because of the relations I put on before, things were kind of stuck, so I had to move things to let it know that it could move. Um, it gets some frustrating sometimes, but oh, look at that! I drew a perfect 45-degree line. Wow, I should get a medal for that. And then this is 5, and this one here is 25. Now, this is something that's cool when you're doing dimensions off of a center line. Oh, wait, let's get the radius here of 20. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Well, okay, so we could define this outside diameter by putting the 20-inch or 20 millimeter radius on there. That's kind of cool, but what I wanted to show you is this. When you're dimensioning from a center line to, oh, I got a diameter on there too. Oh, man, how can I show all these things if they don't work? Okay, so we're going to leave that. So blue means that they're undefined. So the width is there. So if you go to the center line to this line, um, so that should be 20. Oh, and then it stays onto the center, and you just keep picking all your diameters that are center of that line, and it's kind of really cool, really, for us lazy people. And some don't look right. Something's not long enough. So, oh, that's supposed to be 20, not 40, you idiot. Don't give me that. Why are you problem 45? Oh, because it's 15 up to that top. You're stupid. Yeah. Trust me, what I said works, but it's just it's not working because the drawing is not conducive to what I want to do. Okay. I can do this. Where's my where's my where's my dimension tool here go? This is supposed to be 5. Oof, there we go. And let's just go ahead and do it the way the book has it dimensioned. Then we know it's right. Trust me, I do know what I'm talking about. It didn't, it, I'm too stupid to make it work. Cool. And then 15, 15. So why are things, okay. So you and you, let's make you guys, coincident and then go back to our, what was once a perfect 45-degree line until I messed around, blew it. There we go. Okay. So everybody's black. Everybody's happy. And once you're done, you just close the sketch. It asks you how far you want to rotate. You want to do a full 360, and boom, there's your handle. I made that a lot harder than it has to be because I was trying to show off and show you things that SolidWorks can do, but I didn't look at the drawing closely enough. Ooh, I lost somebody. That's Lord of Doubt. Yeah. So was that useful, or did I just waste your time? Ooh, cool.
Yeah, I thought it was helpful.
There's a
The revolving,
Revolve's a nice tool. I use that one
the
quite a bit.
yeah.
And obviously I use the extrude and the extrude cut. Um, I use also this what do they call? I don't know the names of these things. I just know what they do. A swept boss, I use that one. I don't use lofts a whole lot. And a boundary boss, I've never done that one. I've used that one. You definitely use the hole wizard, and I use the revolve cut. Swept cut I've used quite a bit. Loft cut I haven't used too much. Boundary cut I haven't used. I use this one constantly. If that's not there, this is a measure tool. What's a measure tool? Well, you can get the measure tool. I think I had to bring this out, and I put it there because I use it a lot. But I found out if you just hit the M, it brings up. If you hit the M, it brings up. Make a liar out of me. Okay, it works on my computer at the office. If I hit M, it brings up this measure thing that if you select an edge, it'll give you the length of the edge. If it's round, it'll give you the diameter. This is set in inches, so if you come up here and tell it, well, we don't want inches, we want millimetrics, it'll start measuring in millimetrics.
Nice.
If you select two surfaces, like that one and the bottom of that hole, it'll give you the distance between them. So it's very handy, but sometimes it doesn't actually give you everything you want, so I have to draw sketches to get a dimension. Whoa, yeah, I broke it. So that's cool. And I've got to figure out why it didn't work on that freaking M, because it works on my computer at my office. M opens the measure tool. Okay. Oh man, I guarantee you, I'm not gonna torture you guys with another about this. I'd rather have you guys yell at me to slow down. I can't tell what you're doing. I'd say, well, you'll have a video. Just put the video in.
Yeah, if you post the video, that'd be helpful so we
Yeah.
can go back.
Oh yeah, I'll post this. And like I say, if you can speed it up, it won't take. I mean, it took us 38 minutes to design those two parts or model those two parts.